Good morning. Hey, thanks for joining us. We're going to strong start your day, and we're talking about the Stockdale paradox. Now, you can Google Stockdale paradox and find out more about this story if it holds meaning for you. But many of us have felt in quarantine a little bit like we were prisoners in our own home. And Stockdale was the highest, he was the highest ranked POW that the United States had in the Vietnamese War. What makes him stand out is the way he handled himself during his time imprisoned. And maybe he has some lessons for us today. When he was asked by Jim Collins, who wrote some leadership and management books back in the late 90s, early 2000s, Stockdale told Jim Collins that the reason that he survived wasn't because he was an optimist. In fact, he said the optimists, they died. They said, we'll be done with this. We'll be out of here by Christmas. And Christmas came, and Christmas left, and they were not freed. And then they would say, well, we'll be out of here by Easter. And Easter came and went, and they were still imprisoned. And then they would say, well, maybe by Thanksgiving. And eventually, these people broke. But what Stockdale did is he did something different. He said, this is hell, and I'm going to get through it. He said, I don't know when, but I am determined to get through this. So, in his meantime, while he was imprisoned, he was, for 8 years, imprisoned, and 20 times he was brutally tortured. In fact, when he was released, he was limping, and I believe that there was some impairments to his body that he never, ever recovered from. But what he did was, besides being determined, he created a system of milestones that he shared with the other prisoners. So when they were going through torture, they had a mental strength of knowing what they would do in one period of torture to the next. He also had a tapping code that he would use to send encouragement to the troops. And then he would send encrypted little messages to the intelligence agents outside as he sent his letters to his wife. During the time when he was captive, he determined, yes, this is hell, but I will get through it. I share this story today because I think it's really important that we keep a mindset like the Stockdale paradox, that we're not optimists that just think this is going to be over and we use a lot of happy talk. We get very serious about what the facts are. We get very determined about how we will get through this. And we follow his example of doing the best we can while we are inside this pandemic. Okay, I hope this has been useful. If you like to follow us, you might want to subscribe to our newsletter. Another thing you may want to try is you may want to go out to YouTube and find Soul Salt Coaching, all one word, and subscribe to that. Another thing you might want to try, we've just started today. We have a channel on Marco Polo. You can find that in the link below. If you'd like to join for 12 weeks, I am giving some virtual coaching, and it's only, it's under $5 a month to be part of this virtual coaching. 12 coaching challenges, 1 a week. I hope that you lean into the salt of your soul, stay determined, and let's all get through this. Take care.